Folks, how you doing on a Tuesday? Brian Blessing coming to you from Las Vegas, and what an incredible time of year. OddsWorthBetting.com, the feature pick of the day for you below this video. They got a lot of work to do because there's so many offerings on the wagering board. We get the World Series underway, the NBA season starts, the NHL continues. Catch our breath, and we'll dive right back into football. And on Thursday, we're looking at an interesting game with Miami and New England, and the Patriots a 7.5-point favorite. The total on the game is 51. But it's going to be the World Series that takes center stage for us on a Tuesday night. And we're looking at the pitching matchup of Harvey versus Volquez. Game one, the Mets actually about a 10 to 15 cent favorite on the road. The total is 7 shaded to the over. And the series price is really interesting. Despite the fact the Royals have home field advantage, the Mets are the favorite in this series. And you wonder about that. What does it mean, experience of being in this spot last year to Kansas City? And they beat a very good Toronto Blue Jays team. And it's experience against outstanding current form. The Mets pitching's been great. The Mets bats are alive. Murphy's been hitting the cover off the ball. So it's current form versus great current form versus really good current form and experience. This is really an interesting series. And I know a lot of people are thinking one way or the other that this is going to go 7 games. But it should be a really entertaining series. We get the fun started. Mets and the Royals, the World Series, on a Tuesday. And in Las Vegas, people will be ready to fire the guns and have some fun with that. Now, the NBA season gets underway, and there are 3 games on the docket in the NBA season. And the one that's going to be intriguing to me is you got to take a long, hard look at the Golden State game with New Orleans. And the total is interesting to me. They made the total 210, and quickly it's up to 214.5. And I would even say to you, it's not high enough because out of the gate, the odds makers are reticent to put up really, really high numbers until they start flying over by 10, 15 points, and then they'll start shading it over. Now, the public is all over the over in this game, and I think with good reason. In the preseason, New Orleans has put a lot of points up. It's going to be great to see Davis and the defending champs. That's the other thing. You got the ceremony night. How will the Warriors react to that? And they're 9.5-point favorites in that game. The fun gets started with Cleveland and Chicago, and we're looking at the Bulls. A 3-point favorite. Total is 198.5. Again, are the Cavs the class of the East? And Detroit at Atlanta, where the Hawks, don't forget how good they were at home last year. They're 7-point favorites. Total on the game is 197.5. And the NHL will be in action on Tuesday. And the one thing you get in general terms on Tuesday night, especially as the season progresses, huge slate of games, many times as many as a dozen games in the NHL. You got Buffalo at Philadelphia. Flyers are a $2 favorite. Should the Flyers be a $2 favorite against anybody? The Sabres have been massively beset by injuries. Now they lose Evander Kane with an MCL injury, and he's been providing them a spark, at least in terms of his compete level, but not finishing. Some of the other games of note, Arizona's Eastern Road Swing continues at Boston. We've got Edmonton. Connor McDavid will be at Minnesota. Minnesota about a $1.85 favorite in that game. Anaheim is at Dallas. Now, Dallas can score. Anaheim has not been able to score this year to the point where you got to watch very closely. They may be making a change in Anaheim if the Ducks don't get going. I don't know if it's a coaching change, but it could very well be a trade. The Ducks, some names have been bandied about, especially goaltender Anderson. And a good one, get-out game, Battle of Canada. Montreal, $1.35 on the road. The total is 5 against Vancouver. Lots of opportunities on the wagering board on a Tuesday night. World Series, hockey, and basketball. Always have you covered here in Las Vegas. So does OddsWorthBetting.com. Check out the feature pick of the day. It's available to you right below this video.